Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Black Book. Last time, we were started at the crossroads so that we could summon the Leishi and have a conversation and try to, save ourselves and the rest of the villagers in Nemzia. But we didn't meet a Leishi. Instead, we met a demon raven. This raven popped up saying, yeah, meet me at the Devil's Tree, and together we'll save everyone. And so we ended up on a little bit of a journey after returning to town for a little bit until we ventured upon the Devil's Street, like down to the south, where we've had to deal with like a puzzle. There was like a tree blocking your path with like magical runes carved in it, so we had to like break through three locks that were all guarded by powerful demons rather. So we had to burst our way through those until we met the raven at the Devil's Tree, where we actually found a missing girl, alive, just like buried in some roots, but we managed to save her. And I think we brought her back to the village. I'm assuming we did. But either way, the raven informed us that the reason why everything is foggy like this is because the Leishi that's in charge of this village is asleep somewheres deep in the forest. And his son has decided to take the forest into his own hands and has captured a whole bunch of people and is occasionally dragging them out to kill them. So, yeah, the younger Leishi here, not really a good being, are they? And apparently they're masking themselves as one of the villagers here, so we have to find them and stop them from killing anyone else. And that's probably how we're going to break the next seal. Either that or we have to wake the proper Leishi before doing so. Because the next one is the spruce seal, so I'm assuming it's something in this forest. But we did gain a level last time, but we are saving the skill point until we reach level 15, so that we can get Fierce Words and Dark Eloquence at the same time. But I think that's about all that happened last time. I think we're good to jump back into it. Raven thinks that the one to blame for the missing villagers is one of them. He told me I've already met him.
Who can it be? Marfa? Philemon? Yefim the hunter? Anicia! That old witch is definitely part of it.
I mean, that was kind of what I was thinking. This woman came in bursting, calling us an evil Aretnik and, threatening us, so we, cursed her in turn. And, sent her packing. My immediate thought is that she might be a Leishi. But I think that might just be one of those things where, maybe they're trying a little too hard to make you think that maybe she's the Leishi. And in fact, she's just a kind of miserable person.
I will find that Leshi. I need to break the seals, not wander in the middle of nowhere. How much time passed already? Half of what's left? How was he there? Must be going through tall houses now. Right. I will catch the Leshi and make him break the seal. I still have time.
Okay.
Philemon is a shepherd. That means he must communicate with Leshi. Yefim deals with the forest too. He's a hunter after all. And I saw an offering. As soon as I learn enough, we can call to a public hearing. Or maybe fight face to face.
Public hearing. The peasants gathering for discussing common needs, events, and making judgments about different Commonwealth issues. So, gather everyone and stop the Leishi, or just fight them face to
I need
face.
to question the locals, what they know about each other. Maybe then I will be able to find the Leshi. He couldn't leave here unnoticed. Well, let's do it.
Okay, so you may visit any place in Nemzia an unlimited number of times. Speak to characters and search the village for clues to figure out which peasant is actually a demon in disguise. Interesting. The more facts you learn, the more dialogue options are available. Okay, it's a murder mystery. It is literally a murder mystery. It's Among Us. It's Among Us, no. We can leave. We're even calling an emergency meeting. You're kidding me. Wow. Okay, then. I'll get into this game of Among Us in a moment. Let's deal with the demons first. I say as I open the black book. No. What have the demons got to do? Everyone's more or less, except for the 13th brother and, Mikulko? And Dropgo. Mikulka, you're Mikulka. Mikulka! Ah! Some of these names, some of them I remember, some of them I don't. Oh, thanks for the herb. You're still good, right? Okay. We've kind of stopped caring about making sure their types match up. That's it's basically the equivalent of having like level 100 Pokemon in like the first gym. Like you don't really care if you're sending out a water type against a grass type at that point. But anyway, who's come to see us? It's you again.
God helps, Vasilisa.
Never mind. Different person.
It's a blessing that Galina is alive.
Oh,
Here,
thank you.
take it. From all of us to you. Well, I won't bother you. You need to study the book, right?
Wait, I want to ask you about the locals.
Yeah. Do you have information we could use? I think there's one person who we know for a fact probably isn't the Leishi. Galena. Actually, I say that. Galena is the only one that survived being taken by the Leishi, so perhaps Galena really is the Leishi. So no one, it could be anyone. We be the Leishi? No, not. I'm not gonna go there.
Come to my spa. We can talk there. You're tired. Here, better read something. Come in if you need anything. We won't turn you down.
Okay, thank you. But let's get off. Village gathering. The village was built around a barnyard to make managing grain easier. I'll gather everyone here as soon as I find the imposter. No! I am not going to go there. Yet. I'm gonna go everywhere else first. So let's start, like, clockwise. Hunter's house. Afim's Isba on the outskirts. And, I'm gonna have to remember we can go anywhere an unlimited amount of
Small
times.
hunter's izba that is well lived in. He takes care of his home. The window gleams with a welcoming sliver of light.
Oh, I read welcoming silver light. I didn't realize it said sliver until it was said out loud. Let's inspect from the outside first.
You walk around the izba, but don't find anything worth your attention. You see broad skis in the yard, a device for cleaning prey, and other hunting tools. They are all kept in order.
Okay, normal hunting stuff. Let's enter the Isba.
Oh, hey, Vasilisa, howdy!
Hello, Afim.
It's good that we finally have a knower. You've saved Galina, so maybe you will free us all.
Facts. Question mark. About the villagers. Can you tell me more about the people who live here? Anicia.
How long have you known Anicia?
A long, long time. We're from the same village. She's Galina's mother-in-law.
Okay, Anicia was the one who came yelling at us about being an undead sorcerer. But her son was killed. Eh. Now I think I might feel bad about cursing her.
We used to go hunting with Galina's husband. But he's hunted his fill. He's no more. Yes, a fine man he was. A proper one.
Okay, so I don't think Anicia is the Leishi. Unless she was killed and been taken over. And Marfa?
What kind of woman is Marfa?
Oh, a fine woman. Not resentful. The songs she used to sing in the evenings.
Come on.
Oh, those were the days. I didn't talk with her much. An elderly herbalist lives close to her. She knows her better.
Okay.
She watches everyone from her window. Of that I'm sure.
Okay, so Anicia's probably not the Leishi. She's the mother of someone who was killed by the Leishi. And, they know her before they went missing. Marfa used to sing songs, but no one knows her that well. And she watches over people, but someone might know her. So, Marfa's Of these two, more likely. What can you tell us about the shepherd?
Philemon? Oh, a good man. And knower also.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not as powerful as you, but he still knows some things.
Should I be writing some of this stuff down? Like, should I just keep like a spreadsheet of who's more likely to be the Leishi?
Better go talk to him yourself. Most often he can be found near the haystacks. They're close to the forest.
Okay, thank you, Efim. Facts. New fact. Offerings to Leishi.
So do you talk to the Liashi?
Oh, not after he hit the village. Well, I do the rituals, the usual ones.
Okay. Cause we did find this thing last time. This really nasty piece of bread here. And Galina and Anicia.
Galina is Anicia daughter-in-law?
Galina? Yes, she was married to Anisia's son, but he died. The forest took him, as well as many others.
Other question. I think we're good for now. Goodbye, my friend. So the only place we can't return to is our Isba. Oh, there's still an encyclopedia page here. We're gonna have to come back once we have learned some new stuff. Ugh, words are hard. We're gonna continue going counterclockwise, but the hay bales are new there. Forest outskirts. Here the lands of men end and those of the Leishi begin.
The Leshy's domain stands before you like a grim wall. The peasants have burnt part of the forest, but it maintains its size, growing back trees with remarkable speed.
We'll inspect the
You
outskirts.
follow your instinct, sensing traces of primitive rituals, and soon come to a tree stump that has the remains of offerings to the Leshy and bullet holes. You notice boot prints in the soot nearby and follow them. Here the hunter's stride is regular, and here it has sped up. Suddenly, the girl's tracks cross that of the hunter. You cannot discern anything further.
Okay, so the hunter leaves an offering and then shoots a tree stump. We've seen a few of those bullet holes now. But who's the girl's tracks that crossed him?
The Leshy's domain stands before you like
Let's
a
take a
grim
quick
wall.
look.
The fog quickly thickens, and you start to lose your sense of direction. Short paws stretch towards you from the fog.
Okay, let's go. Oh, hello there. Bidmom? Interesting. That's a lot of damage, and you're going to be healing. Starting off with my typical 14 to everyone. Can I make... I could make Kane a whole lot stronger. What do I want to do here? Oh, I can't really use style to its full effect. Draw 2. Parapolo. Let's make the Parapolo in my hand better. So that's 14, 12. But each of those gets 5. So that's an extra 10. So 22, 36. That should kill you definitely. And that's my only major concern. What? That math didn't... Oh, I didn't get the style points. I didn't get the style points. Despite there being no white pages here, I did still use white pages, so I didn't get the style points. Ugh, that's rude, game. There a hail. Increases in size but can become stronger, and you're gonna heal. Bless. Gesture, one of the two Moon Brothers, I suppose. You just die. That probably kills you. Kind of unnecessary, but why not? Really? I'm just miscounting everything right now. Oh, I see what you meant about getting bigger. Kane, die. Don't feel like dealing with you anymore. Okay. Gain defense equal to health lost in previous turn. Add swipe to all cards. Add shield to one swipe. We'll take this one. Okay, we can head back to the outskirts, but don't need to right now. Let's head to Marfa's house. This is the house an acquaintance of mine lives in. The girl who brought me gifts. Right now...
Marfa's izba is richly decorated. Towels, a large salt pot, and everywhere the wood is covered with murals.
Right now, Marfa's one of the more likely suspects out of all the named characters we've met so far. Let's talk.
Greetings, Vasilisa, dear. Well, come in. Sit over there, in the corner.
Thank you. Can you tell me about the villagers? Can you tell me about Philemon?
What can you tell me about Philemon?
Well, he's a fine shepherd, a knower. Not as strong as you, though.
That's what everyone's been saying.
Has he been in the village long?
Well, he came here before the forest master closed us in here. Yes, only after that.
Okay, so he came here, I'm assuming by that, not long before we got closed in then.
Anicia is very grateful to him for his work. She gave him a belt, you know. She gave it to him right after St.
Ooh,
George's
encyclopedia.
Day, when he whispered to the animals.
He didn't take it. Forgot to read the last line there. Start of grazing. Grazing traditionally started on St. George's Day, the 6th of May. It was a holiday for the entire village. The shepherd asked owners not to be late or be refused to graze their cattle. The owners drove their animals with... Huh? With willow branches left over from Easter. I'm not sure what that means. When the herd was gathered, the shepherd walked around it clockwise, holding an icon and reciting prayers. Sometimes, during the third round, he cast a special shepherd spell. Interesting. But, he didn't take the belt that she wanted to give him.
Other than that, a regular man. I don't know what to add.
He refused to take it? That's strange. I need to learn about this belt from Anicia.
Efim the Hunter. That's not boding well for the shepherd.
How long have you known Efim?
Yes, a fine man.
That wasn't really an answer to that question.
Always successful with his hunting, even after all this. He's not himself lately, they say. The youngsters can tell you more. They watch everyone.
Okay, and Anicia herself.
Tell me about Anicia Ivanovna.
Oh, the whole village heard her arguing with you. Oh, she shouldn't have done that. She got what she deserved.
Chased out by some demons? Yeah.
She was born with teeth. By the way, Galina is her daughter-in-law, but her husband passed away.
Mm-hmm.
A fine man he was. You
We keep
say
hearing
it,
that.
so she might tell you more.
Okay, thank you. We'll head back, and we don't have any clues to talk to you about, so I guess that's goodbye for now. So Marfa had some information for us. But, it appears the hunter has changed, and there's something off about the shepherd. But we can learn more as we go on. Abandoned huts. In their free time, young people gather in izbas that have no owners.
The scarce Nimzia youth is sitting by an old izba. When you approach, they watch you intently.
Let's talk. Come on, Mouse.
We've heard of you, Vasilisa. I hope you will help Nimzia. No one has been able to so far.
I'm going to try. Can you tell me about the villagers? What's with the one who's covered in their mouth?
What's with this guy? Is he hurt?
His mouth is too big. In our village, no ones who call the Leshy's name too often get their mouths tied shut. Otherwise, it's scary.
This kid won't shut up, so they covered his mouth. Okay.
We don't want to be taken by Vorsa.
Okay. I suppose that makes sense. This one's a bit overzealous about forest spirits, I suppose. Can you tell me about the hunter and the shepherd?
Timon doesn't take apprentices. He tells us he will manage by himself.
Hmm.
He's right. None of the animals have ever gone missing. I guess the Leshy is fine with just villages. It used to be that some bear or the like would carry away an animal from time to time.
Hmm.
We can't tell you anything about the hunter. We don't quite know him. He speaks to the Leshy and nowhere, sort of like you.
Does he still speak to the Lacey? Did he lie about not talking to the Lacey anymore? And Marfa, can you tell me about her?
Well, she's a fine girl. What else can we say about her?
Okay then, quick and to the point. Facts. Anicia.
Galena was her daughter-in-law. They sure did argue. But quietly, so people wouldn't talk. Galena was crying afterwards, she told us.
Okay, so Anicia had some arguments with her mother-in-law. There's something weird about both the hunter and the shepherd, but whether or not they're Lacey is unsure. So there's weird stuff going on with everyone. Okay. I'm still not 100% sure. Like, so much. Oh, excuse me. Herbalists can be found in many villages, but not all of them are witches or coldoons. You can heal with plants without using
The
magic to heal
herbalist's
with
house
plants.
smells like healing herbs. You look around attentively, but you don't notice any signs of evil spirits. It seems that the herbalist is not a witch.
Hello, friend. Can you tell us about other villagers?
Vasilisa. Everyone in Imzai's talking about you.
It's the same herbalist model, but obviously not the same person
I
specifically.
don't care where this village is, in a fog or in Perm-Gubiernia, makes no difference to me.
Okay then, you're very laid back about this whole situation. Buy herbs to villagers. What have you got? We'll check real quick. Articulacy orders, that's kind of cool. Ward, Rebirth 1. When Vasilisa dies, he returns to life with 1 HP. Okay, interesting. Vampirism. Okay, some interesting stuff. You know what, I have money. I'm gonna do that. That's probably good enough. Villagers. Can you tell me about Marfa?
Well, my neighbor lives here. A fine girl, but not very hard-working one. She's
Okay.
young. She'll learn.
So, doesn't do much work around the village, but she's nice enough, I suppose, is what you mean. Anicia, can you tell me about her, though?
What do you know about Anicia? What do I know? The missing Galena was her daughter-in-law. That's what I know. What else? A quarrelsome woman.
I love all the spitting. So she likes to fight, and her daughter-in-law was one that went missing. Did she curse her to the Lacey? Is that what happened?
They say the hunters are close with the Leshy. Have you noticed it with yours? Oh no, don't mention the Leshy. You'll call him.
Okay.
The hunter might go dancing with him for all I care. He doesn't tell us.
Okay, so Hunter may be a little bit more closed off than he was letting on. So Marfa's a bit of a loner and doesn't work very hard, but nothing too mysterious. Anicia's just kind of a not nice person to be around. The hunter and the shepherd both have some weird stuff going on. Like, your neighbor's with a Marfa. Can you tell me more?
Are you friends with Marfa, your neighbor? Not so much. Recently, I visited her in the evenings. She wasn't home. That happened several times.
Okay, so Marfa's not in her house at nighttime.
God knows where she was. You could ask a shepherd about her. He leads the cattle to graze in the evenings. Oh, the youngsters. They also like to walk at night. They may have seen something.
Okay, thank you, my friend. So Marfa disappears at night. That's a bit concerning. Anicia has a mansion. Okay. Years ago, this mansion was home to a great number of people. Now only Anicia lives here. So there's not many people in this village, are there?
Like many other houses in the village, Anisia's izba is bent because of the wildly growing forest. You knock at the door, and your acquaintance opens it for you.
Hello, friend. Are you...
You again.
Oh, wait, no,
witch.
you. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
beg you,
yeah,
hide
yeah.
From your curse. Save us your prayers, devil spawn. Well, what do you need?
Well, I kind of want to curse you again, but, accuse! uh, mm, what fact are we using to accuse? I don't know enough to accuse her yet. About the villagers. Hunter.
You him? He's a fool. I bet he's the reason the village got stolen. I bet he wrote his little chapter wrong, and the Leshy was only too glad to grab it all. Phew. Godless Kolduns.
Yeah. Shepherd.
Ah, another curse maker. This one is worse than all the rest. His mug is all rotten. Just like yours. He does nothing. Only feeds here for free. I know exactly how this Noah shepherds do their work. The wolves watch the animals instead of him. He's only dilly-dallying.
I don't like her. Cattle grazing wolves. If a Kultun was hired as a shepherd, he might fool around quite a bit. He could understand animal languages. There once was one such Kultun the next village over, the one behind Dry Gully. He made a deal with a Leishi for the first grazing, and the Leishi gave him some wolves. The ordinary kind, not werewolves. The wolves guarded the cattle while the Kultun was resting in the shade of a tree. Okay. So like, yeah, this fool is lazy. Obviously, he's not doing any work himself. Those young people these days.
That
Marfa.
girl's a hypocrite. Wants everyone to like her. But she's got a mind of her own. She's gonna give us trouble.
Not going to elaborate as to what you mean, of course. Obviously, everyone is just wrong and bad except for you. Facts. Daughter-in-law.
They say that Galina that went missing was your daughter-in-law, right?
That's none of your business. You lousy witch! Get lost!
I will curse you again. I want to curse you again.
Anicia pushes you away from the door and slams it shut in your face.
I'm heading back in.
Like many other houses in the village,
Talk.
You again. I barely recovered from. Well,
That's the
what
same
do you
again.
need?
Facts. Gift to the shepherd.
Marfa says you gifted a belt to Philemon.
I did, and he didn't take it. Still walks in his red one, damn him. The Susietka was smothering me all night. Looks like I made a bad belt. Although, I did it with proper permanent patterns. Why am I telling you this? A witch won't understand. You only want to walk around bareheaded. Ugh.
The Susietka didn't get angry for nothing. I should speak to him.
Okay. I'd rather deal with her demon. I'd rather deal with the spirits living in her house than her. Go back. I'm not gonna accuse her just yet. How do I speak to her Susetka? What's Susetka? Oh, hold on. We never actually sang with the youngsters or played cards with them. We left without doing all that stuff, but there is a song
the
together
scarce
here.
Nimzia youth is sitting by an old izba.
Song.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Okay. I will continue to understand nothing of what's said in any of these songs, but I'll listen to them for a moment anyways. Behind the barn, behind the yard. Okay. I'm not gonna play cards right now, though. Galina's Isba. This is the Isba of the missing girl I disenchanted on the crossroads.
Galina is doing well. She's sitting at the table and is already busy doing housework.
Okay. Good to see that. I'm still not sure who is the Leishi. We can accuse
Vasilisa,
her, but
I
I
don't
don't
know how
know.
to thank you. You'll always be welcome in my house. Well, come in. Sit here, under the icons.
Thank you, friend. Can you tell me about the villagers? Anicia, your mother-in-law.
This woman came to me, Anisia Ivanovna.
Oh, Lord help me. Even the Leshy won't take that woman.
She's so bad even the evil spirit doesn't want her.
I know. I used to be her daughter-in-law.
And the hunter, can you tell me about him?
He's friends with the shepherd. I bet they both talk to the Leshy. But I don't believe they are to blame for the missing people. They are fine men.
And Marfa.
We're friends. I love her. She
Okay.
used to bring me and my husband lots of gifts, especially after our village got closed. She's so kind.
But is she too kind? You might be too kind into secretly stealing people. I don't know. Can you tell me about what happened to the Laitias?
Do you remember the time when the Master of the Forest took you? What did he look like?
My memory is foggy, Vasilisa. I can hardly remember any of it.
Did he look like anyone from the village?
No, he was dark, as if made of wood, covered in moss and mushrooms. He nearly crushed me with those roots. God help me.
I'm sorry, friend.
Galina starts to sob.
I remember one thing he told me. I can't pray.
No, Morteshka. Not allowed to pray. This happened just the other day. A man walked into a pothouse. He was dressed quite well, goatskin boots, red shirt, sheepskin coat, and all. Like a trader or a clerk of some kind from St. Petersburg. He opened his purse, which was filled with countless coins. He also brought his brother and mother with him, and said he was looking to marry the host's daughter. They struck a deal. However, he said, I don't need anything of yours except for the girl. The girl disappeared from her house and returned 6 weeks later to give her cross to her father. She told him she was living in prosperity, but that she was not allowed to pray. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, the facts. Daughter-in-law.
You're Anisia's daughter-in-law?
I was. An absurd life that was. Well, it's a sin to complain. We all live as we can.
I'm not gonna complain about that, but, it wasn't good.
My husband was taken from me by the forest. He died. God rest his soul.
I'm sorry, friend. And your husband, can you tell me about him?
What kind of man was he?
A good one, loving, so unlike his mother, Anicia. When he died, she blamed me, said I cursed him.
Did you argue?
We had some disagreements, but I don't think she cursed me. I don't remember any such thing.
Okay. Go back. Well, I think that's time to say goodbye for now, friends. We might be back. Well, we got an encyclopedia page here at the hunter and at the hunter and at the shepherd. So let's see what they have to say. And then we'll keep doing more cycles around, see what's changed. Let's go see the shepherd. I forgot to read it that says there. I think it just said something about storing the hay for the village
shepherd
here.
is sitting by the haystack, hitting his poo drum with sticks. Fog surrounds him, covering everything with slippery moisture. You smell mold and mushrooms.
Oh. That's what Galina said about the Leishi. Bales of hay. They managed to gather some hay. They say I can find the shepherd here. Okay. Let's talk, shall
From
we?
one knower to another, I wish you well.
About the peasants. Can you tell me about the hunter?
They say Yefim the hunter communicates with the Leshy. Could he have set up these disappearances?
No way. I was writing charters too, but who wants to curse? He isn't to blame.
Okay. I wasn't thinking that either.
Well, I only do what needs to be done.
And what is that? That was an odd way to word that. And Marfa?
Everyone likes Martha. She treats many of us to gifts. But I don't like her very much. The woman has a mind of her own.
That's the second time that line is said. No idea what that means.
That's all right. I'll have a chat with her when the time comes.
And Anicia.
Oh, a quarrelsome woman. She's the one who cursed everyone, that's what I think. His son was Galina's husband, so she herself cursed him. Who else?
Okay. So, Marfa's too nice is what everyone says, and they're like, she has a mind of her own. Like, okay, how is that a bad thing? What do you mean? But, facts. Where does Marfa go at night? Have you seen her disappear?
Have you ever seen Marfa when you brought the cattle for grazing in the evening?
I have, yes. But I haven't seen where she went.
That's suspicious.
Maybe the youngsters saw it.
Okay, I'll go speak to them again. And the Leshy. What is this fact
Shepherds
about?
also communicate with Leshy. He watches after the animals for you. Did he give you any helpers?
Nah, just some silly things. I don't measure up to you, Khaldoons. I do everything by myself. It's scary dealing with the forest. Everyone says so.
Okay, so some
I need to look up.
do, but you don't.
They won't punish some icon, but they will punish me if anything happens.
Encyclopedia entry. Cattle grazing. Cattle grazing and fodder provisioning in northern Prikami were extremely important. Summer was short, but cattle had to gain weight and have enough fodder to last until the next summer. The landscape and the amount of livestock in a herd defined the place and peculiarities of grazing. If the place was enclosed, a shepherd was not necessary. The cattle were left with God, and it was believed that St. Nicholas watched over them. In case a cow or a sheep disappeared, the one who got punished was his icon. It was carried to the stables and whipped with reins. Really? Really? So St. Nicholas messed up. Let's start whipping a picture of him, I suppose. And then? Recently in Nemzia. What does this mean?
Came to Nimzia after the forest master hid it, right?
Isn't that not what they said? Did they say it weird the first time? In which case, that's what they meant, but not what they said.
Yes, I was unlucky. The Leshy caught me. Doesn't seem that I asked for an invitation when I entered his domain.
What were you doing before this?
I was a worker. My father was old and couldn't support me. I made my own way.
Okay. So, interesting that exactly one person has the dialogue accuse so far. But, that was all we could do over here for now. Let's head back to the hunter and see if we can't get anything new out of him.
A small hunter's izba that is well. You
Inspect
walk
from the
around
outside,
the
nothing
izba,
new.
but
Enter the
don't-
Isba.
It's good that we finally have a no.
That's exactly the same. New
You
facts.
saved Galina, so maybe you will free us all.
Oh yeah, the tracks in the forest. Almost forgot about that. Your tracks were crossed over by someone else's. Who do you think it was?
I found your tracks in the forest by the offering. You were dragging some girl by the forest edge. It was Galina. Did you give her to the Leshy?
Bite your tongue, Vasya.
Who was it then?
Well, me. And the girl was one of the villagers. You can see her in the village right now.
Oh.
I told her not to tell anything. It's a bad omen.
Who was it? Can I take a guess?
I left an offering to him and shot the stump. I've been trying to summon the Leshy for several months straight. I want to ask him eye to eye if Nimzia is doomed because of this. But he cares little for us. Will you maybe be able to get to him?
Okay, so I'm assuming Marfa was the one who joined you. Okay, Righteous Forest. Leshy. A Leshy is a guardian spirit of the forest. In the Cherdin region, he can alter his appearance, but he usually appears as a bearded old man. One can recognize him as a Leshy by his cap, which is pulled over his eyebrows to hide the fact that he has none. That's why, during the Cherdin Yuletide games, young men who impersonated Leshy painted over their eyebrows with runny dough or powdered them with flour. He also hides his feet in high boots or felt boots, or he has horse hooves. However, he wears a right boot on his left leg and a left boot on He wears a right boot on his left leg and a left boot on his right leg. Alashi can also change his height. He can reach the top of the pines with his head when he is in a forest, or become no taller than a blade of grass or a wheat ear when he enters a meadow. Okay, so... is that important? We see eyebrows. Is that important? Feels like it might be important that this dude has eyebrows. So, I think Marfa was the one that joined him. I don't know if we have anything else to do at the outskirts. And we have no more Onomasticon
The
things to
Leshy's
find.
domain stands before you like
Nothing there. Marfa, do we have anything more to say to you? I think you've been going out with the hunter at night.
Marfa's Izba is richly decorated.
Greeting. Well, come in. Sit over
New
there,
fact,
in the
night
corner.
walks. Actually, that just replaced the other facts thing.
They say you walk the streets at night, acting strangely.
Oh no, Vasilisa dear, God forbid. I sit at home, that wasn't me. Who walks at night at all? I'm too scared.
Okay. No, that wasn't me. Okay, goodbye. Okay then. Guess that went nowhere. Let's speak to the youngsters.
The scarce Nimzia youth is sitting by an old Izba. When you approach, they watch you intently.
Hello, young
Father,
friends.
listen, I hope you will help Nimzia.
New
No
facts.
one has been able to so far.
Where does Marfa go at night?
Did you see where she walks at night?
Marfa walks at night? No, it can't be her. But someone definitely walks the streets. Must be the devil. Recently, Galina went missing, and we noticed some shadow getting into her house.
Turns out whoever said it was Galena, Marfa was lying.
One of us was placing a candle for her in the corner in the evening, so that the forest would let her go. Suddenly, he heard some rustling and saw the door open.
Okay.
It was Leshy. Who else? He immediately ran out of the Izba. We found his tracks in the morning. Someone must have been carrying a heavy soul off to the forest. There must have been Galina's second spirit when Leshy was holding her. The tracks are deep, so this spirit put up quite a fight. A scary thing.
Interesting. So you saw Galena get taken then? Okay. And you're sure it wasn't Marfa? And the girl and the hunter, who goes out with the hunter at night?
Have any of you seen a hunter by the forest edge? Well, don't be scared. I can protect you from him. You can tell me now.
One of the girls confesses she saw Yefim by the forest edge.
That should have been the narrator saying that, not the youngster, but okay.
She says Yefim was asking the Leshy to free Nimzia and bring the missing people back.
Okay, so the woman's tracks that crossed over him wasn't actually him, and that was all speculation that went nowhere. So someone was walking out that way. I think we know who it is. The one person who actually has a thing saying accuse.
The herbalist's house.
Do you have
smells
anything
like
new,
heathen-
friend?
I don't care where this village...
Nope. Can we say hi to Galena one more time? Then we're going to accuse her, and then go to the center.
Galina is doing well. She's sitting at the
Oh, search the
It is
yard.
already busy. You search the yard and notice the tracks the villagers told you about. Someone was dragging something heavy towards the forest.
Okay, so we can actually head back to the forest outskirts one more time first, before accusing.
Galina is doing well. She's sitting at the
Do you have anything to say, though? You do.
Well,
Evil
come in.
spirits in
They
Isba.
say the Leshy came to you when he held you in the roots.
God save us. My life is not enough for him. He wants to curse my household as well.
Okay.
So,
How? Why else would he take all my copper dishes? It was all that was left from my husband. And it's still heavy. I saw the trail leading into the woods. The damned chort. I'd rather be dead.
That's not what that said. Okay.
Galina whimpers.
So... let's head back to the forest. So your husband's plates were stolen by a demon? Off at the forest edge. What's over
The
here?
Leshy's domain stands before you like a
Heavy
grim
tracks.
wall. You have no difficulty following the tracks left by the Leshy when he took something heavy from Galina. The tracks stop by the hole, clumsily masked with grass. Inside, you find a chest filled with various everyday things: kitchenware, jewelry, fabrics. Looks like someone got caught on an old nail inside the chest. A triangular piece of cloth dangles upon it.
Hold on, hold on.
The Leshy's domain stands.
I know. Yeah. Hold on, we're heading back to Anicia. I want to see your character model real quick.
Like many other houses,
Come on,
the
let me in.
village, Anicia's is
Oh, find the
is
Susetko.
bent
We can do that
because of
now.
the wildly. You sneak under the branch through the bent gates, whisper the secret words, and notice a black furry shadow in the far corner of the yard.
Hello, little friend.
Khaldun's. I hate you kind.
Rude.
What stinks?
Rude.
Kind host, I want to ask you.
Don't you try throwing sand in my eyes. I feel evil emanating from you.
Rude.
Like from the belt my master wanted to trade. Don't think he didn't trade it.
Ah.
All covered in evil markings. Doesn't have eyebrows.
Okay.
Punish her and punish you.
Yeah. Yeah, Anicia's the Khaldun. Not the Khaldun, the Leshy.
You notice the shadows grow darker in the corners. The Susetko is not alone here.
Oh no. We'll fight you if we have to. Attic Jorts. I didn't want to fight you, little friend, but I will if I must. Okay, what have we got? Obviously doing 14 to everyone. You die. You're close. I'll just use Key Tongue and then focus the rest of my power energy on you. I think it's already dead, but just let's just be double sure, shall we? Hold on. I have another. There it is. Let's just make sure that everyone's dead, shall we? Super dead. We'll go Decomposure 1. But, that triangle piece of fabric that got caught. There was something
Like
that I
many
had
other
noticed
houses in the village,
about
You
Anicia.
again, witch. Ugh.
Or not.
I barely recovered. Well, what do you need?
Hold on. Let's head back to Marfa. Is it Marfa I was thinking of? Someone had, like, a strange design
Marfa's
like that.
Izba is richly decorated.
Greetings, Vasilisa, dear.
Mm-hmm. But you have
Well,
eyebrows.
come in. Sit over there. in the
Cloth
corner.
piece.
So where are you walking at night, Marfa dear?
Nowhere, help me, Lord. I'm telling you, I stay here around the house.
I remembered someone having that, but I couldn't remember who. I thought it was Anicia. So there's something off with you. I think Anicia is the Leishi, but there's something off with you.
Maybe a Susetko left a piece of your dress in the chest with the stolen goods. Do you break into all the locked houses?
Marfa suddenly falls at your feet.
Ah.
Oh, don't ruin me, Vasilisa, dear. I knew right away as soon as you appeared in our village that you'd find me out. I took the goods from Izbas where no one stays. Those that belonged to ones taken by the Leshy. No one else need those things, right?
Okay, you're not an evil spirit. You're just a thief.
I swear on the cross that I've never cursed anyone. I loved Galina. I grieved most of all. The goods are my sin, but it's all for the future. All will serve the village as soon as the Leshy opens it back up. I will give everything to the monastery, and I won't forget about you. Here, I can give you some money now if you want it. But don't tell the others at the gathering.
We're not that more moral, are we? At this point.
Alright, give me the money. I have to think what to do with you. You've wasted my time.
Thank you, mistress. Don't ruin me. I'll be sent to a labor camp. I'll die there too.
Marfa starts to cry and whimper.
We take the money, but do we give her up? Goodbye. Anyways, now let's go fight Oleshi. Because there was a lot of stuff going on that made me
Like
think
many
Anicia
other
was it.
houses in the village,
But I thought maybe it might be a
Anicia's
double
is
fake.
bad.
A double take.
You
A
get
fake out,
witch.
rather. Or whatever.
Barely recovered. Well, what do you need?
Accuse.
I heard you argued with
Jacuz.
Galina. Did you blame her for your son's death? You cursed her and wished the Leshy would take her.
Anicia's face changes, and she takes a step back.
Hold on, she has eyebrows too!
Well, why did you freeze there? Did you curse your daughter-in-law?
Anicia makes another step and almost falls on the bench.
I did. You guessed it, witch. It's as you say. I am to blame. And what of it? It was Galina who cursed my son. Who else? Who? You're a witch, and she might as well be one. You found each other. I'm not scared. Tell it to everyone at the gathering if you wish. I cursed her, and I curse her still.
New
And
clue.
I curse you. I wish the Leshy would tear you to bits. Get out!
Anicia
Rude.
pushes you out.
Who's the one without eyebrows then? We're gonna see the shepherd one more time.
The shepherd is sitting by the haystack.
New
hitting
fact.
his poo
Looked
drum with
closer at the
sticks.
shepherd.
Fog surrounds him, covering everything.
From one Noah to another, I wish
Oh.
you well.
Yeah, he doesn't have eyebrows. Never mind. He's been Oleshi the whole time. We're gonna look closer and then
The
accuse him.
shepherd is sitting by the haystack, hitting his... Your blood runs cold. He wears his boots on the wrong feet, and the footwear is too thin at the ankles.
From one Noah to another,
Accuse.
I wish...
Stop pretending. I know that you're a Leshy. It's you who's been kidnapping the villagers.
What are you talking about, Vasilisa?
The shepherd abruptly jumps up and backs into the fog.
What are you talking about, Hides?
You don't have time to say a word before his stretched out figure disappears into the tall trees.
Bye. Ooh. After him. Probably could have told everyone in the...
Vasilisa, I saw everything. Still can't believe my eyes. I want to help.
Okay.
Philemon, run that way. I may help you with something else. There is this thing.
What? Hear him out.
Talk faster. I don't need you in the woods. You will only get yourself killed.
Leishi discovered, literally just skipping a step. Like, no, we don't have to deal with the villagers. Just go catch them.
A wonder-working icon will come in handy to you. I blamed God for all of this, wanted to punish him.
We're over time. We're going to finish this dialogue and then finish off. And we'll catch the Leishi next time.
And I hid it nearby.
Okay.
I will take, if I have time.
Thank you, friend. We'll use it if we can, but, bye. So, I suppose our game of murder mystery is over. Hold on. Oh, that's rude, game. Can I actually... Okay. Don't feel like a whole day has gone by and I should really have to deal with the demons yet. But, anyways, I hope I can actually send them out. Okay, I can. This is like a mini thing. I wasn't sure it was. So, murder mystery's done. We know who the Leishi is. All that's left to do is catch him. But, that'll be next time. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.